Question number 21. Which integer represents a product of 950 pesos? Is it A, negative 950, B, 950 plus 950, C, 95 plus 950, or letter D, 950? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, we have here another translating problem. A profit of 950 pesos. Of course, when you are talking about profit, it means an increase of your given money. So, when you have a profit, it means it is added to you. So, that would give us positive number. So, that is positive 950. So, that is letter, very good. That is letter D.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 22. Question number 22. What type of graph shows trends over time using points connected by lines? Is it A, bar graph, B, pie chart, C, line graph, or D, histogram? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, now we are going back to statistics. It says here what type of graph if it shows a trend over time using points connected by line. So if we are dealing with lines, then that is very obvious that we are talking about letter, very good, letter C, line graph.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 23. Question number 23. What is a table that splits numbers into stems and leaves called? Is it A, branch plot, B, split table, C, data plot, or D, stem and leaf plot? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, another very easy question and very obvious answer for this question because it is asking for a table that splits numbers into stems and leaves. And among the given 4 choices, there is obviously a choice that talks about stem and leaf. And what do you call that one? Very good. That is stem and leaf plot. So the correct answer for this question is letter D. Alright.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 24. Which statement is not true about integers? Is it A, negative 500,000 is less than 3? B, 0 is neither positive nor negative? C, negative 2 million is greater than 4? Or letter D, negative 5 is greater than negative infinity? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, for question number 24, we are trying to see which among these statements is wrong, okay, or false. So that would be the answer for our problem. So, given letter A, negative 500,000 is less than positive 3. Of course, that is true, but that is not the answer for our problem. So, wrong. Letter B, 0 is neither positive nor negative. I have said earlier in the question, what is the smallest integer? That 0 is neither positive nor negative. So, therefore, this statement is also true, which is not an answer that we are looking for. Let's go to letter C. Negative 2 million is greater than positive 4. Of course, we all know that a negative number can never be greater than a positive number. So therefore, this statement is false, which is the correct answer for our problem. Alright.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. So now, let us go to question number 25. Question number 25. What are the elements of set given b is equal such that x is a whole number between negative 2 and 4? Is it A, 0, 1, 2, and 3? B, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4? Letter C, is it negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3? Or D, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, now this question would give you a trick, or somehow for other students, it is a tricky question. Why? The elements in the given set talks about a whole number between negative 2 and 4. Now, be careful, my dear math learners, when you are talking about whole numbers, because whole numbers is the combination of counting numbers and zero. Alright? So therefore, if we are talking about numbers between negative 2 to 4, that would be negative 1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. However, if we are focusing on whole numbers, then the negative numbers are not included. So we will be starting at 0, then going to 1, 2, and 3. Therefore, the correct answer for this given is letter A. Now, let's check whether we are correct. All right.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 26. Question number 26. Which scenario represents a positive integer? Is it A, climbing 15 steps up, B, 8 meters below sea level, C, losing 3 points, or D, temperature dropping 2 degrees? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, for question number 26, we are trying to find a scenario that represents a positive integer. Of course, we're talking about positive integer. We are talking about addition, increasing, going up, rising up. Okay, so those instances. So among these 4 choices, there is only one choice that is talking about going up. All right, and that is letter A. Very good, my dear math learners.
Easy, right?
Now, why are letter B, C, and D wrong? Because talking about below means negative. Losing means minus or decreasing. And dropping means going down. So, those numbers represents negative numbers. Now, let us go to question number 27. If a point is at negative 5 on a number line, which statement is true? Is it A, it's right of 0? Letter B, it's left of negative 6. C, it's right of negative 8. Or letter D, it's right of positive 2. I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, we are talking about the position of negative 5 in the number line and which among the statement is true. Okay, so in order for you to understand that, we will try to make a number line here. Okay, I'm very sorry about my line because it's not straight. Okay, now in the middle, let's say that would be 0. So those numbers in the right are the positive numbers and those numbers in the left would be the negative numbers. Now, negative 5 here would be here at least. Okay, so that would be negative 5. So this should be negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, and negative 1. All right, I hope that's clear. Now, which among these statements, the given choices, is true? So it's right from 0. So if this is 0, is negative 5 on the right? No, that is wrong. Now, how about letter B? It's left of negative 6. So, negative 5 here, the negative 6 is right here. So, what part of here is left? No, this is not left. This is right, right? Okay, so that would be still wrong. Now, how about here? It's right of negative 8. So, negative 8 would still be here. So, negative 6, 7, and then negative 8. So, negative 8 would be here. So, negative 5 would be at the right of negative 8. So, is it correct? Of course, this is correct because in the right of negative 8, those numbers are greater than negative 8. And negative 5 is greater than negative 8. So, this statement is correct. Now, how about it's right of positive 2? So, positive 2 is like here. Okay, positive 2. All right. Now, it's not in the right because if you are talking about in the right, that would be greater than positive 2. All right. So, I hope that is clear, my dear math learners. Now, let's check to verify whether we are really correct. All right.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. Now, let us go to question number 28. Question number 28. What integer is exactly halfway between negative 6 and 6? Is it A, negative 3, B, 0, C, 3, or D, 1? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, for question number 38, it is asking for the halfway of negative 6 and 6. Of course, if we are talking about halfway of negative 6 and 6, or how many units is the distance between negative 6 and 6, that would be 12, okay? Now, if you divide 12, that would be half of it, halfway. So, that is 6. So, there are 6 units. Now, if you try to move 6 units from the left, because if you are starting with number 6, if you are moving 6 units to the left, that would be 0. Now, if you are in negative 6, if you are moving to the right, going to positive 6, and you move 6 units to the right, then that position is also 0. So, therefore, the correct answer is letter B. Alright.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. Now, let us go to question number 29. Question number 29. Team A gains 8 yards. loses 4 yards, then gains 6 yards. Team B gains 5 yards, gains 3 yards, and then loses 2 yards. Question: which team gained more yards total? Is it A, Team A with 10 yards, B, Team B with 6 yards, C, both teams gained equal yards, or D, Team A with 8 yards? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, this question number 29 is basically comparing the scores between Team A and Team B and which among them gained more yards. Now, let's check first Team A. So, it gains. So, when we say gains, it is added. When we say loses, it means minus. So, it gains 8 yards, that would be 8. Loses 4 yards, so 8 minus 4, that would be 4. Okay? And then, it then gains again 6. So, that would be 4 plus 6. So, that is 10. So, we have here Team A with 10. Okay? This might be correct. Now, how about Team B? We have 5 gains 5 yards, so 5 plus 5. Gains 3 yards, so plus 3, so that would be 5 plus 3, that is 8. And then loses 2 yards, so 8 minus 2 would be 6. So, Team B with 6. Okay, so this is also correct. So, of course, C and D are already wrong for these given choices because the question that is being asked is which team gained more yards. So, if Team B has 6 and if Team A has 10, therefore, the greater team or the team with a greater yard is the correct answer for this question, and that is letter A. Alright.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 30. Question number 30. If the temperature is negative 8 degrees Celsius and drops 7 degrees, what's the new temperature? Is it A, negative 1 degree Celsius, B, negative 15 degrees Celsius, C, 1 degree Celsius, or D, 15 degrees Celsius? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, we are now talking about temperature. The given temperature is negative 8 degrees Celsius and it drops 7 degrees. Now, what is the new temperature? Now, remember, my dear math learners, that when we are talking about drop, it means it is a negative number. So, negative 8 added with a negative 7, then that would give us negative 8 plus negative 7. So, when you are adding two negative numbers, you will be just copying the negative sign and then add the numbers directly. So, 8 plus 7, that is 15. So, negative 15 is the correct answer. So, letter B. Let's check whether we are correct.
Easy, right?
Very easy, my dear math learners. So, now I am going to congratulate you for finishing 75% of our question. Only 10 questions more and you are ready for the examinations. Now, without further ado, let's go to the last part of our reviewer series.